Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist, one, two, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, the absolute bigger, better here and now than all negativity. The Hindu of you, right? Not the average Hindu of today because they're blind fools to it, but the Hindu of you, right, are true religion hackers. And it's all through indoctrination of your deity head, Shiva. You know, you guys got 99,000 million faiths, but the good God and truth of them just ain't one. And the Upanishads, due to this fool right here, will never be the same again, because I ain't having none of it. It's static, twisted, scattered, undefined wordplay of matter, right? It sounds real great, like sugar on shit. But at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of shit, because it tells you no great way, no good way as truth to always sustain enlightenment out, only to bigger and better. It's only a wordplay expression, a demiurge, a demonic urge wordplay expression of a Shiva shafted narrative of faith. Listen, I want to explain something to you. If I tell you that the light's on, right, and another guy's going to come in here and he's never seen a light on in his life, and he's got to express that. Listen to me. That's wordplay. You see what I'm saying? He will never grasp that play on words until he knows what the expression of light is. You can describe it, you can do this, you can do that, but listen, there's no illumination except negatively deficient one coming from the Upanishads for that reason only. Like I said, it's a Shiva shafted wordplay. It's a narrative on what the good God and truth of what the earth was prior to it being sacked, and Adam coming to himself in the garden. Shiva shafted by an advanced civilization. He was their God king. Woke up in the garden, had no bearing on reality. All he knew is he was an Adamic man, and he came from an existence where he was never created to die. And the reason why he died, just like all fools of faith since the beginning of time, is, like I said, he had no bearing on reality. So everything to him at all angles was only negative to the good truth of him, because he knew he was supposed to be good. But if you have no bearing on reality, how can you express the truth of that to the absolute bigger and better of you? And because of that, Eve was the best thing he ever seen. And in that narrative, whether she was part of Shiva's shafting on us or not, I do not know. I believe that she was part of a people that was all around, that was existing, that was just inferior people, that like people who I said inferior, but I don't mean the word inferior. Like people who are less evolved today. You see what I'm saying? And in some ways, it does make them inferior. I mean, if you've got to live in a city and you've only lived in the jungle, you've got problems. But if you lived in a city, you believe you're not going to have that many problems in the jungle. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So check me out. Not to put anybody down from where they're from or anything like that. I'm definitely not talking anything of that nature, because I believe like this, man, right? That if you cross all you are, right, one more positive than any and all negativity, right, it only adds you up good ass truth. And that good ass truth is only absolutely bigger and better. This is only the absolute bigger and better of you here and now. Now, you can't suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die. Christ crossing that rightful, truthful way. And the Upanishads, they speak of a narrative of a real good truth that is none of theirs. It's not enlightenment that they speak of. They speak from a shadow play on enlightenment. See, because I tell you to cross one more positive, it will only add you up good ass truth, right? The only way you can add up good ass truth, be good ass truth, or stay good ass truth. But with this Shiva shafted narrative, everything but that there is there. Only the bad way of all faith. The neutral is Shiva, which is nothing. Listen to me. There's nothing neutral either you're crossing all, you are more positive and negative, or you're just one negative for it, the neutral or nothing. Listen, if I have a buck in my pocket, like in my last video, and I say, okay, I'm going to spend this dollar, right? Well, that's the neutral or nothing. I'm one negative that dollar. If I spend it, lose it, or whatever, unless I get the value of that dollar with whatever barter I make with it. And when you pay your bills, let me tell you something. That nothing, right, is never neutral, right? It's one negative of having money. You hear me? And if you say, well, I break even, right, with this zero, right? Well, you can only break even and feel more positive about it than negative. So it's still the neutral or nothing. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? But these word plays, right, and all the doctrines of faith around the world, and all these governments that are in agreement with this, they know about this. You see what I'm saying? They know about it. Listen, they have a hair and a hint. And when I showed up, they knew who I was, you see. But all these doctrines have been manipulated this way. They take the word faith and they replace that word faith, or they take the words good truth and they replace it with faith. Listen, why would the good God and truth of you, okay, tell you to go be blind and undefined with faith fully? You hear me? It's because it's a demonic demiurge lie, a narrative Shiva shaft all the way back from the garden on us. And that's a fact of God check. Because if Adam again would have crossed Eve one more positive, right, from that point, we'd all been good as truth. Only bigger and better than all negativity, right? But because he didn't, right, we're not. And when Cain killed Abel, right, and the ruler, the Shiva, right? I'm going to tell you who it was. So anybody who kills Cain gets sevenfold. You see, because Cain was good for business. You understand? Don't kill a killer. I'll use that fool. You understand? He went and he knew his woman. I wonder how that happened. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Listen to me. We've all been indoctrinated with lies, and these lies, man, are coming full circle on this world. And if you don't know, right, to cross one more positive, right, good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity, who's teaching you is either unable to express it themselves, right, or they have no mind for it. You see what I'm saying? And this is how it's been created on us. But I tell you, E equals MC squared. Energy produces all the matter, right? The more positive that matter is in a positive universe, the more good it is as truth. The absolute bigger, better here and now of the negativity of it. It is. You hear me? You can't suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die that. And if you ever heard the words like a fact of God, truth, reality check, right? Well, here's what it is. God, right, is the good of you, right? North, south, east, west, right? The good of you as truth, right, can only be that way, one more positive than negative, okay? That is the reality check of it. And as a fact of God check of the bigger, better here and now of you, you cannot be destroyed for crossing one more positive and good as truth than all faithful negativity. See, you can't help being blindsided by something negative, okay? We all do it. We're all fools to it. You can't get around it, okay? But if you don't know that's what's always blindsiding you because you're articulating a bad way, right? Has no mind for the positives and negatives of it, unless it's talking about cash and it still keeps coming back to damn, it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? How can you ever express the good as truth of you more positive than negative? And you understand what I just did with that cash thing? That's a straight hit to our leadership. They know this. You see what I'm saying? They know if you can't ever get ahead in your finances, that's always good for their pockets. They're playing both sides of it. You hear me? That's the reality check of it. You see? Now they tell you about the Upanishads tell you about the butterflies and it's look, let me explain something to you. I'm gonna explain something to you, right? You are being sold the demiurges, right? Description, man, of the good God and truth of all I am. You understand? And in reality, they're utterly lacking. And this shit don't make no sense no more. So I'm calling out the leadership of this world. Now, I'll tell you something. If you know anything about electrical charges, right? And you know anything about all of reality, you know we're in an ocean of them and you can't get around it. So you figure it out, man. You hear me? Because I'm absolutely positively, one way or the other, do bigger and better than all your negativity. You hear me? Because I know what it is to be good as truth. I'm not blindsided by anything. I won't be manipulated by it. And if I am, I won't stay that way. Because in reality, check, I go to the core of my being, man. You hear me? I want the core of my being to reflect the good truth of me. You understand? I want it to be a binding thing on all things I am reality because I am not having it, man. You see, I know that everybody in existence, man, is a unique creation all of themselves. And we could talk all day about the afterlife, but let me explain something to you about that too. It's afterlife. You understand? You're dead. You're rotted. You're the energy that sustains you, the E equal MC square of you, is just did a reverse on itself to the one nothing of you being reabsorbed back up a bigger, better matter, good as truth, absolutely positively than that negative ass shit that killed you. And that's a fact of God. Shit can't be no other way. You hear me? So I'm calling all of you out. And I mean, I'm calling you out as a man. Look, I'm not really trying to have no phone friends. You hear me? I'm a man, right? I'm a man. So, you know, I'm coming at you like a man. I've had enough of this phone friend stuff. Look, that is the full, thief, man, God, and King of all I am. You hear me? Bar none to none of you fools. Because I know every way, right? I'm the good of you. I'm the God of you. I'm the truth of you. And I'm the absolute bigger and better than all negativity of you. And that won't be destroyed. You hear me? You can only destroy yourselves for being against it. That's God. That's truth. That's reality check. Peace.